If you're coming to Iceland this winter and you're wondering how cold it is, then this video is for you. In this video, I'll break down how cold Iceland is from September till March, so you can pack smart and actually enjoy your trip. No fluff or anything like that, just straight to the point. So let's get to it. September is the start of autumn. Sometimes it's an early winter and sometimes it's a lovely month. So I included in the winter months since it can be quite cold if winter comes early. And it's better that you're well prepared rather than hoping for the best. Now average temperatures range from 6 to 11 degrees Celsius. The days are still fairly long, but rain and wind pick up compared to the summer months. With the wind chill, I'd knock the average temperature down to about 3 to 8 degrees Celsius. Then, of course, even lower if it's rainy or if it's super windy or you're around the waterfalls. Now, before I tell you what you should wear, if you don't already own the outdoor clothes that you need for Iceland, then you can rent all the outdoor equipment that you need right here with us at Iceland Cover. You can use the code WINTERCOLD for 10% off at icelandcover.com. So just bring a carry-on and we'll take care of the expensive heavy-duty clothing. But for September, here are our recommendations. With the outer layers, you see that I give you a few options, since we're not fully into winter just yet. But do note that if you're wearing a shell or a raincoat, you might need more layers. Now, October is when it starts to cool quite fast, with the average temperature from 3 to 7 degrees Celsius. And then with wind chill, we'll be getting below zero. The days are getting shorter and storms become more frequent. It definitely starts to feel like winter. Now you can expect a bit of snow here and there, but mostly up north. For October, here is what we recommend you wear. Now the big change here is the winter parka. Since it's getting colder, we switch out the raincoat and the shell since they aren't as warm. You can still use the shell if you want to. You'll just have to add more layers on. You might need an additional mid layer, for example. Now in November, we're definitely in winter. And the average temperature is from 0 to 4 degrees Celsius. So with wind chill, it'll feel well below zero. And because it's not technically freezing, it can rain as well. So it's gonna feel like minus 3 degrees Celsius, but it's raining as well, which is always fun. Days are shorter, winds are stronger, and you can definitely expect wet snow here and there. And here is what we recommend you wear. We're sticking with similar items as in October, but I would no longer recommend wearing the shell unless you're wearing a puffer jacket underneath. And I've added a mid layer for your legs, crampons, and hand and feet warmers as well. I personally wouldn't use them in November, but if you're prone to cold, hand and feet warmers can be very nice to have. Now in December, we're in one of the darkest and coldest months of the year. Average temperature is around minus 1 degree Celsius to 4 degrees. So with wind chill, it'll feel a lot closer to minus 5. You can expect snow, icy roads, rain, sleet, hail, and everything in between. This is a very cold month, and here is what you should wear. You want to go all out in December. Be ready for extremely cold days. I've added the neck gaiter, and again, if you're prone to cold, you want to wear 2 mid layers, or at least have the option of 2 mid layers. Now, January is the coldest month of the year. The average temperature is minus 1 to about 3 degrees Celsius. And again, if we factor in the wind, it's gonna feel a lot colder than that. It's gonna be icy, snowy, and windy. And here is what you should wear for that. Like December, you want to have a lot of layers ready to go. And a winter parka for sure. You can get away with wearing a puffer jacket. Now a puffer jacket becomes a lot more useful because the likelihood of rain isn't all that high. But there's always a chance though, which is why I recommend wearing the winter parka. Now, February might as well be January, since they are quite similar. The average temperature is minus 1 to 4 degrees Celsius. Likely closer to minus 6 most of the time, if I gotta be honest. Though days are getting longer, it isn't really all that noticeable. Storms are still quite frequent, and you can expect a lot of snow and ice. Here is what you should wear. And it's the exact same thing as January. Now, in March is when a lot of people think that winter is over and autumn is starting. That is not the case. March can be just as brutal as January and February if we have a bad year, like we did in 2023. The average temperature is a bit higher, or 0 degrees Celsius to 5 degrees. But I promise you, it'll feel colder. This is the month a lot of Icelanders go skiing, and that's because there's a lot of snow and it's still very cold. The nice thing is we're getting a bit more daylight. And here is what you should wear for March. Again, this is exactly the same as January and February. Now, it might be a little bit warmer in March. However, I would like you to prepare for March like it is January. Because once you get into the countryside, not to mention if you're going up north, it's still going to be very cold. And that's it. I hope you have a better understanding of how cold Iceland is in the wintertime. and that you'll be ready for it when you arrive. And remember, if you want to save money and space in the bag, you can rent all the outdoor clothes that you need right here with us at Iceland Cover. Use the code WINTERCOLD for 10% off at icelandcover.com. Well, that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next one.